Mahirap po kasi po gigising pa po ako ng umaga tapos manguha. Tapos pipidalan po namin simula Tondo hanggang Tayuman. Ang pangarap ko ay maging isang teacher para maturuan ko yung ibang kabataan na hindi wala pang gaanong kaalaman. Sa umaga po, nangunguha po ako and then kasama ko po yung kuya ko. Tapos, pagka uwi namin ng alas 10, magpipili na kami. Tapos, pagka namin pili, magbebenta kami. Tapos, tsaka pa lang po kami. Pagkatapos po namin magbenta, maliligo na po kami. And then, magpapahinga po.
Na-realize ko po na iba na pong yung maltrato nila sa amin. Tsaka sinasaktan na po kami, tsaka hindi po kami sinasahuran. Yung yung masasakit po ng mga salita, tsaka yung mga kasama po namin, binubugbog po sila. Ang pangarap ko po sa buhay ay maging isang guro po. Kasi gusto ko po yung matulungan yung mga tao tsaka yung mga bata na walang alam kung paano magsulat, kung paano magbasa. At ipapaalam ko po sa kanila yung about sa child labor po.
There really has to be a shift in how people think, because right now, maybe because of the poverty of families, maybe because of the need of employers to gain more profit, there's this certain level of acceptability of the problem, thereby making it a little invisible, thereby making it acceptable, thereby tolerating it. This really has to change. People have to recognize that this is illegal, it is a crime because there's a Republic Act, and it is a danger to the lives of these children and to their future. That's why we are supporting the National Child Labor Committee in launching and pursuing a campaign which is called Batang Malaya, or Child Labor Free Philippines, where we intend to really disseminate throughout the country the key messages regarding child labor. And that is that, like I said earlier, it is a crime, it is detrimental to the lives of children and to their future, and thereby to the future of the country as well.